Hello everybody, this is Dan Talks from NTF Gaming, and I'm back with another episode of Factual Opinions, the only place to get the correct opinion on the state of video games. And today we're going to be taking a look at Forza Motorsport 7 from Turn 10 Studios. I know what everyone's saying, another year, another Forza, but trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. It's definitely the best one they've ever made. Now, it's hard to do that when they make them every year, but between the Motorsport series and the Horizon series, I've kind of taken a back seat to the Motorsport games. I've kind of let them just kind of sit there and come out, only because simulation racing, I feel like, when it's done at a high level and done so often, it's hard to keep it interesting for me. I'm more into arcade racing games, so the Horizon games have been like right up my alley. That's what I've been mostly focusing on, kind of letting the Motorsport series kind of sit. You know, Forza Motorsport 4 was so good that I didn't see a big need to jump into 5 and 6, and I think I made the right decision because 7 seems like it's really good, it's really fresh. I mean, it has tons of tracks, the most cars in the series it's ever had. I think it's going over 700. There's so many racing circuits. Maple Valley is back from Forza 4. It's one of the greatest racing tracks in a video game ever. And as always, the Forza series delivers where it always delivers: the visuals, the frame rate, the controls, the presentation, the online. It's all superb. Even stuff like the single race has tons of options, drag racing, different ways you can set up the courses. It has options and variety, and it has all the things you come to expect from the Forza games, the Forza-thon, the auction house. It's all there, it all works great, and it all looks amazing. And that's still playing on a standard Xbox One. When the Xbox One X comes out, I can't imagine how this is going to look in 4K. But despite all that stuff, the things that everybody knows about, the extensive car collection, the insane amounts of customization with the controls and dead zones and configurable buttons and driving wheel support, the amount of things they let you tune for the races with your assist, making it harder or easier depending on the kind of player you are, the driver difficulties. This year there's something else that has entered the fray, and that is the loot crate syndrome that a lot of Microsoft games, and you know, let's be real, a lot of video games in general have loot crates. It's just become a thing that's standard, whether it's card packs, loot crates, boxes, whatever you want to call them. They're in almost every major AAA video game, and they are here in Forza Motorsport 7. Now, at first, I was kind of wary of this because it just, as soon as I see them, they kind of make me hesitant to really want to dive deep. But after playing the game for several hours and progressing through, it's really hasn't been a problem. I have tons of money. I already have over 35 cars in only 5.5 hours of playing this, and it doesn't seem to be an issue. Now, there are some things I do not like. For one, the biggest offender is Forza's always had a great system when it comes to customizing how you play the game. If you go into the options, if you turn off assist, they give you more XP and more money the harder you make the game, to balance the risk and reward versus the satisfaction of completing a super difficult simulation style race versus like, I don't really care, I just want to go in there, versus easy AI and just have fun driving these fast cars. And that's gone now. You can still customize the game that way, but now you have to get these things called mods. Now, mods aren't new to Forza 7. They were in Forza 6. It's not a brand new thing, but the loot crate system is, and that's where the mods are contained. So far, the mods are really cheap to get, and all they do is give me more money, and they have a lot of fun, kind of like modifiers, almost like a skull in Halo, like complete this race with only clean passes, or complete a night race. Things that aren't too difficult and give you a nice cash incentive. So all of my initial kind of worries about the loot box system and the mod system so far haven't really come to bear. They haven't really interfered with me actually having fun with the game. I can understand from a distance why they might make people kind of weary and kind of want to stay away from them, but so far they haven't interfered in any of the fun I've had with Forza 7. And in fact, all they've done is give me a lot of cool cars that normally I probably wouldn't get till much later in the game. So far it looks really good with that stuff. And like I said, the graphics, the controls, the real-time weather, 700 cars, all these locations. This is an excellent top-tier racing sim, and I just have to say, the sound is incredible. Seriously, get in any kind of fast car, crank up the sound, and just listen to the engines and the wheels, the force feedback and the triggers. There's just no driving experience like this on consoles. Like, Project Cars 2 is good. It doesn't feel right like Forza feels. And the replays, the image galleries, it's just every part of this game is dripping with excellent visuals, sound, and mechanics. So despite the loot boxes, despite the microtransaction heavy future that we live in, it still doesn't take anything away from the fun I'm having with Forza 7. Forza 7, I say, is a 4 out of 5. The only reason being is that simulation racers aren't necessarily my thing, and I wish they had brought over the co-op from the Horizon series. It'd be fun if I can play co-op and have like a racing team to go through some of these things with. It was such a cool feature in Forza Horizon 3. I was kind of hoping that made the jump, and for me, playing something like a simulation racer with a friend would make it a lot easier for me and probably make me want to just spend more time in it. But I can't knock it too hard. 4 out of 5, an excellent game, especially if you're going to be getting the new Xbox X. This is going to be a visual feast for the eyes. That's my factual opinion. My name is Nantox. If you liked it, like, share, comment, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see all of you next time.